Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we're going to learn how to operate the Beko cooker, and we'll start by switching it on here using this switch, and it's on. So it has 4 burners and 2 plates, and let us start by learning how to operate the burners. So I'll switch on this one. Yeah, so if you want to operate it, you just come here, you press it a bit and just turn it, and it will just switch on automatically. And then when you want to close it, just do this and you close it. The procedure applies to all other burners. Let us even see this one. And it's on. You just press it and turn it, and then switching it off just the same way. And then next we have our 2 plates for the first one and the second plate. So one thing about the plate is that it does not produce any flame, but it produces heat. So you might not know when it's on or not because it does not produce any flame. So my advice is that never place your hand on the plates because you might be burnt severely. And one advantage of the plates is that when the gas in the cylinder is finished, you can just use it. You just switch it on there and just come and turn it on, and you can cook here on the 2 plates. And then turning the other burner on, I'll just use the same procedure. And it's on. Yeah. So that's how you just turn it on. Let me switch it off. And then next you're going to go down here. This is where we store our cylinder. It depends with which brand you use, but I love using Ruby's. But anyway, you can tell me the gas that you use in the comment section. So coming here to the oven, let me just open it so that you can see what is inside. So this one is our grill. This one is the grill, and this one is used in roasting chicken. We'll just put it inside there, and we will see how it is done. So this is how it looks like. When you have your chicken, you just place the chicken, and then you just put it inside again. Now, let us now learn how to operate the oven. Let me bring you back up here a little bit. So this is our timer. Let's say you're making something for 40 minutes, for example. So let us say you're baking something for 40 minutes. Let me just use that as the example. I'll just come and turn it here till 40. And then this one is for the degrees. So maybe if it's a cake and you want to bake it for 40 minutes, here, and the degrees is 80. And that's how you're going to do that. And then I'll come here. So this one, the first one here, this first one here at the top, is turning it on, where we use the upper part of the oven and also the lower part of the oven plus the fan. That fan is the one that is producing that sound that you're hearing. And then I'm going to go to the second one, which is this one here, this other button. Let me just turn it. This one is used when operating the upper part and the lower part, minus the fan, because if you are keen, that sound is not being produced like the first one. And so here you're operating the upper part of the oven and the lower part of the oven minus the fan. And mostly it's advisable that you use the fan while baking for longer hours, so it's advisable to use the fan. And then the next one that you're going to see is when you're only operating the upper part of the oven, only the upper part, the lower part is not being used. So when you're grilling your meat, for example, and the meat is placed here on the upper part, you'll only be using this one. And then I'm going to go to the next one, this lower one here. So this one is used when only using the lower part of the oven, only the lower part, the upper part is not being used. And another advice is that we should always have our tray inside here, because let's say maybe you are grilling your meat here and the juice is dripping, it will drip inside this tray, and it's better if it drips inside here than dripping down, because if it goes down there it might even spoil your oven. So it's best if it's always inside here. And so we have this other one that I'm going to turn. If you're keen here, my reel is moving. As you can see, it's turning and turning. So maybe if your chicken is cooking, you're going to be using that. As you can see, it's just rotating slowly and slowly and slowly. And when it's ready, we have this one. We use this one so that you're not burnt. So you just come and twist it around here, and then you remove your chicken when it's ready, just like that. So that is what this is used for. And one thing, when baking, you should always remove this one because it's made of plastic. Yeah, so because it's made of plastic, it can easily melt due to the heat. So when you are baking, you remove this one because it can easily melt. And this upper one here will be used when you are roasting your chicken and using the fan. So both of them will just be turning. It will be turning, and the fan will also be there to also be used. So that's how we operate our oven. And lastly, we're going to talk about down here. Okay, so we're just going to wrap it up. This is the bottom part of the cooker. It's just basically used for additional storage. And maybe if you have made your cake and you want it to cool down, you can just place it down there so that it cools. And maybe when you are going to be using the oven only, you can just remove maybe the grill and other things that you're not going to be using and just place them down there. Like that is always used for roasting chicken. So maybe when you're not going to be using it, you can just place it down there. So that is going to be all for today, and I hope that this video will help those who don't know how to use their oven, so that you can also make something with your oven. Thank you for watching, and for those who have not subscribed, kindly please subscribe. See you in my next video. Bye.